Hey YouTube, so I'm going to be going over my journey having a diastasis recti, which is pretty much the separation of your abdominal muscles surgery, as well as abdominoplasty, which is pretty much a tummy tuck. All right, so for the guys who do not know me, I have 3 kids. I have a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 9-month-old. I am done. I'm done. I plan on having no more kids. I love them to death. I love kids. I didn't remember the surgery at all. So the last thing that I remember was being pushed Versed, and then after that, I don't remember anything else. All right. When I was in the hospital, I woke up and I had an abdominal binder on, as well as the drains, which is like little tubes that are coming out of you, connected to these plastic grenade looking things. All right, so the stuff drains out into that, and then you would dump it into another container to measure how much is coming out of you. All right, I'm just gonna skip to day 3. All right, because day 3 was the day that I actually was able to go home. I was super excited to be home, but the only thing about being home is that you're no longer able to just push a button and then a nurse come and wait on your whatever need. I highly recommend that if you have someone who can fully commit to you after your procedure, have them come, have them help. You know, if you actually have someone who is capable and willing to do that. Like I know that my husband was like a huge help, and he did so much for me in the first week, but I know it was a lot of strain on him trying to balance out work, the kids, and also all my additional things that I needed from him because I had this surgery. And like I said, I'm super grateful that he was able to help me. But if you have someone who can fully commit, I definitely suggest that you do that. It just helps you out. You don't get overwhelmed like I got overwhelmed trying to do so many other things because I was feeling guilty that I wasn't doing anything and I was making someone else do everything for me. And I definitely suffered because of that. On, I believe, my 6th or 7th day, I was in so much pain and I could not get out of bed. And be careful, take it easy, you know. Make sure that when you recover good and everything is fine. Do not rush. The day that I got home was my day that I could actually shower. So I had my husband assist me. I had him try to gather everything that I needed, as far as a chair, some towels, my body wash, everything. Have the restroom set up so that it's easy for me to take a shower. I tried to clean out my drains right before entering, right before getting into the shower, and then trying to pretty much figure out what to attach the drains to, because once you don't have any clothes on, you have nothing to attach them on. So I literally had to get like dog tags and like attach them to that in order to do like any showers, which was pretty interesting for me. But that day, which was day 7, was a complete fail. Day 3 was a complete fail. I was not able to take a shower. I really got overwhelmed with the whole process. I think I kind of got scared at the same time because I had seen what I looked like while still in the hospital with my provider, but then also this was my 2nd time seeing it at home, and then once I took it off, then I had like a little bit of pressure, and then I got nervous and I panicked. So I got lightheaded, and I had to get my husband to like quickly help me back to the bedroom, where he ended up having to get everything set up so that I could actually do a sponge bath from the bed, which is nothing wrong with that. So Don't try to overwhelm yourself. If you can't take a shower right when you get home, don't worry about it. Take a sponge bath. Take it easy, which is something that I was definitely not doing. So day 7 was very, very difficult for me. By this time, my husband had returned back to work, and because of that, when he did come home, I put a lot of stress on him because of all the different demands that I needed him to do, which, trust me, my husband was completely supportive the whole time, and he completely denies of me being a burden to him, but I completely felt like a burden, and I wanted to help out wherever I could, and I was honestly doing too much, too fast, that the day after I was in so much pain that it was ridiculous. I could not get out of bed, and like I can get out of bed for like the whole morning. The whole morning I did not get out of bed. I had to have my husband come bring me food, lunch and breakfast, because I hadn't eaten breakfast either during his lunchtime. But it was rough. But the thing is, after that day, I was completely amazing. I felt good. I was able to walk up straight. So it's so crazy how fast I went from being in so much pain to feeling amazing. Well, I wouldn't say amazing, but feeling like, well, amazing, because I was able to walk up straight. I was able to move around. I was able to do more. It was a big relief, especially from feeling like complete crap the day before, and then rolling over into a new day and feeling brand new was very, very motivating for me, because at that point I was like second guessing, well, not second guessing, but telling myself, why did I have this surgery? Did I really, really need to have this surgery? Because it is an elective surgery. Even though my diastasis was pretty large, I had a 4-finger separation of my diastasis, which of course bothered me all the time. But even on that day, I was like, oh my gosh, why did I do this? I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna be feeling like this for like so long. But it's not true, and you'll get over it. Just as long as you're able to get over that little hump, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So my provider, okay, was absolutely amazing. Okay, so I went in for my appointment to get the drains out. Well, fingers crossed, because I wasn't 100% sure that he was going to be able to take out the drains, but because of the amount that was coming out, he decided that it was safe to take them out for that appointment, which I was so happy. And then also he was able to do my belly button reveal, because I hadn't seen it even the day of the procedure. Whenever he did the big reveal for me, then the belly button was still covered up, so I didn't know what it looked like. So I was nervous, but I was also excited to see what my new belly button looked like. Before, I had a outie, and now it's starting to look like I'm gonna have an innie. My belly button looks smaller than what it was before, but I'm very, very curious to see what it's gonna look like months from now. But back to my provider. He is amazing, okay? You know how you can tell that someone's like excited? That was like his face when he did my reveal inside of the hospital, because he took the abdominal binders off so that I could see what I looked like, and he was looking at me to see what my reaction to what I now look like was. And you can really tell that he takes a lot of pride in his job, and that it does bring him happiness seeing other people happy with the results that he's able to give them. So let's see what else. Into my, I believe, 9th day after having my procedure, and so far I'm doing amazing. I haven't had to take any pain meds at all today, because I have not been in any pain. Not because I am just trying not to take them. I'm not in pain. Also, I'm also wearing a pretty much like a waist trainer corset, so to speak, just to keep everything compressed real tight. I'm in a small right now, and my stomach is still swollen from the whole procedure, so I'm very much looking forward to seeing what everything is gonna look like once all the swelling goes down. So I'm being patient, but I'm also very excited. For the people who are wondering whether or not they should get it done, should not get it done, as of now, I say it was a good decision. I don't really see me changing my opinion months from now, but I'm going to continue with these follow-up videos every week, just so you can see where I am in the whole process.